Cheers.
Cheers. Hi guys, my name is Jael Spooner and we are here today in Middlesbrough with my student Bisi, who has secured herself 3 rent HMOs. In this video, we're going to be talking exactly how you obtain a rent HMO and how Bisi came to do it in only 3 months. That's right. She got 3 rent HMOs in 3 months. That's a rent HMO every single month. So Bisi, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. Would you tell the viewers, first and foremost, what is a rent to HMO?
Fantastic question. So a rent to HMO is basically when you approach a landlord and you let them know that you want to rent their house for a fixed price for a certain amount of years, and then you rent it out room by room to tenants.
So we went out to Wakefield to look at one of your HMOs, which was incredibly big.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about, first and foremost, why did you choose HMO as a strategy?
Amazing question. So for me, with HMOs, it's stable money. So as someone that has an accounting background, I like to know what I'm making every month.
Yes.
And with HMOs, you can get that. So that was one of my leading factors on why I wanted to progress my property journey with
So it's kind of giving you much more the passive income stream.
Exactly. Like, who doesn't want to know what they're earning every month, right? So
absolutely,
that is one of the reasons why I just continued with the HMO strategy with other things.
Sure. So now knowing what exactly you wanted to do, how then did you go about actually securing this really, really profitable HMO in Wakefield?
Yep. So with this one specifically, it was actually introduced to me by someone else. So someone introduced this HMO over to me, and then when I done my due diligence on the numbers, I realized that it would be a great deal, and it was a long contract term as well. So it was a building profit margin, which is one thing I love about it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you went from one HMO to another HMO to another HMO. You got 3 HMOs in literally 3 months. What was your motivation? Why was you feeling like you really needed to build that portfolio so quickly?
I think one thing for me is we want to be in a situation where we have passive income, where whatever money's coming in can replace our salary, and we can live a comfortable life.
Okay.
So that's one of my driving forces on why I want to develop my property business to the standards that I need it to be.
Yeah.
So the reason why I done it so quickly was because I wanted to raise more passive income and reach a situation where I was more time free.
Yes, absolutely.
And live the life that I think I deserve to live.
Absolutely. So now, take a look at one of Bisi's rent HMO in Wakefield.
I'm good. Welcome to Wakefield.
Thank you. Okay, Bisi, what? So this is what I love about Yorkshire homes. They're always so magnificent.
Exactly.
I'm loving the cornicing. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, excited to show you around, get to see this nice house. So yeah.
I love it. And this is one of 3 HMOs that you have.
That's correct.
So I'm really excited to look around. And okay, show me what you got. Oh,
what do you think?
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, such high ceilings. I love the interior. I love the hints of gold. This is definitely something that I would love to stay in. It's nice and warm in this room as well. Carpet's not too bad. I mean, has this been rented out? So you've said a 6-bedroom, but I know it as a 7-bedroom HMO. So what's the reason why it's 6 rooms and not 7?
Okay, so there, as you said, there's 7 rooms in the property, but because of planning and the HMO license, they've just submitted it as a 6.
Okay.
Maybe in the future they might put in planning to make it an official 7-bed HMO.
Okay, amazing. So just for the viewers to know, when a property is 6 rooms or less, you can get it licensed. But if you want to have it as 7 rooms or more, you actually have to get planning in place and get a sui generis. Now, this property is currently not in Article 4, so you can put planning permission in to get it into a 7 or more bedroom, which will be a sui generis HMO. However, the cost of getting planning can be, a few £1,000s. It might not be worth taking on because this is actually a rent to rent. Okay, yes? Amazing. Is it still profitable as 6 rooms?
Yeah, of course.
It must be.
Yeah, definitely.
And 7, it would just be amazing.
Oh, yes. I'm praying for 7.
Yeah, might be worth doing.
Exactly.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Here's another one of the examples of my room.
Sure. Yeah, I love the burst of color. Hello. Yes, I mean, this is one of my biggest rules is to actually have some colors in your room because people only look at things online. So when you've got colors, it just naturally draws them into the picture. And, you know, gives them a sort of an idea of what it feels like. And it kind of gives people that feeling of like, something so mundane about sliding through white rooms.
Exactly.
But this is really lovely. I love it. I love the painting. I love the combination. Yeah, it's great.
Here is the kitchen. As you know, it's quite a big HMO. There's 6 rooms. So what we've done is we've made sure to add 2 fridges in the actual kitchen and also add a couple fridges in the bedrooms.
I love that because there's nothing more annoying than tenants complaining about somebody using their side of the fridge.
And fighting. We don't need that.
And they're big rooms so it can handle it.
Exactly that. So yeah, and we've obviously got some compliance. We've got the exits and fire blankets and stuff. And
and fire alarms there, fire alarm panels. Amazing. Well, it's you know, considering that you're taking on a property, you obviously don't want to put that much money into it because you're renting it out and then you're like, so just for the viewers, a rent to rent is when you rent a property from a landlord, you guarantee them rent, but then you sublet it room by room and you kind of take a profit from the top. So she doesn't really want to put a lot of money into it. She doesn't own it. It's not a lease option either. You're not intending on buying it. You're just renting it out from the landlord to tenants. So you don't want to start doing the most.
And so this situation as well, we did have to put in some money. So we had a 1-month rent-free period just to refurb the house, add some love to it, put some paint into it and get it to how it is right now. And here is another room for you to have a look at.
Cute. I noticed that there isn't any ensuite bathrooms in the room. So
Exactly.
Is there any?
There's no en-suites, but that's why we have 2 bathrooms. So 2 shower rooms for them to use. Sure, it'll be 3.
So it has to be, you know, for every bathroom is shared with 4 people. So in this case, there's 6 people, they need 2 bathrooms. So, no, I like it. Lots of natural light coming in, really bright. I mean, all of them are just really nice sized rooms. So what do you think one of these rooms will achieve in Wakefield?
So I think, obviously it depends on the size, but usually we're looking from 450 to about 500.
Okay, cool.
I think with a lot of these rooms, we're looking at about 480.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's about on the mark.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm about to show you the most expensive room. Of course, it's not en suite, but it's right at the top, huge size. And, you know, top room, you have got to pay the top dollar.
Let's go, top dollar. Top room, top dollar.
And there we go. What do you think?
I love the neutral colours.
Yeah.
And it's strange because you're in the loft, but the ceiling's still really high.
I know.
And it's super spacious. And it's gorgeous. I love the colour combination. Even the carpet kind of matches the bedding and stuff. Did you sort of do that deliberately?
Yes, that was done deliberately as well, for sure.
Smart.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
How much did you spend on all the furniture, all the furnishings in this property?
So I think everything cost us about £8,000 in total.
Okay, total for everything, including the rent, the deposit.
Yeah, rent, no deposit, but refurbing the house, doing the bathrooms and everything.
Okay, well, why don't we go to a cafe, sit down over a cup of coffee and run the numbers?
Sounds good to me.
Brilliant, let's go. Well done.
So, Bisi, tell me exactly, why did you choose a rent HMO as a strategy? There's so many strategies in the property industry.
Yes.
Why HMO?
So for me, one thing I love about HMOs is it's stable money. So you don't really, you know, every month exactly how much you're going to make. And as someone that has an accounting background, it is great to know your profit margin every single month. And I love the fact that it's a comparison to the other strategies. It is low maintenance. You don't have to put in as much work. Once you get it refurbed and tenanted, you can kind of relax and just let it run itself.
Perfect. So let's take it a little bit back. So now you know that you know what you want to find.
Yeah.
And what strategy you want to do. How did you actually end up obtaining each property?
Great question. So when going into the rent HMO strategies, there is 2 ways. One could be you actually going out and networking and finding it yourselves. And the other way could be through sourcing or through networks. So that was one of the situations with my one. I managed to collaborate with someone and they passed over the deal to me. Of course, when you're collaborating with people, you still have to do your due diligence, make sure that it makes sense and make sure it's the perfect deal for you. So you need to make sure the location is right and all the other stuff will go through later. But that was kind of how the deal came across my table.
So talking about the Wakefield deal, why did you choose Wakefield as an investment area?
So with Wakefield, one thing I love about it is, first of all, the proximity from the house to the station is amazing. It's probably about a 10 minutes walk or less than. So that suits very well for the type of clients I'm looking for. I'm looking for working professionals, people that probably travel a lot or move around a lot. So the proximity to the station is extremely important to them.
And also what I noticed is that in the Wakefield, the property is a stone throw away from obviously the actual train station, but that train station takes you straight into King's Cross, which is amazing.
It's a 7-bed HMO, but we are renting it as a 6-bed just due to licensing. If we were to rent it as a 7-bed, we'll have to get planning permission, and that's a whole another ball game that takes a lot more work. So the rent is about 1,500. Rooms are going for between 450 to £500 a month, depending on the size and also facilities in the property.
So then you got a second deal in Doncaster, and then a third deal in Doncaster. Tell me about all these deals now. So now you're at the point where you've got your third property, you're renting it out. You know, how did you negotiate it? How did you find it? How did you look at it? Right, Bisi, so you've got another 2 HMOs in Doncaster. Do you want to tell me a little bit about them in terms of numbers?
Of course. So one of them is a 5-bed property. I'm paying roughly about £950 a month on rent, which I know cheap in comparison to London.
I know.
So great prices. And the profit margin on that is about £1,000 on the market.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we've got another one about 10 minutes away. That's a 6-bed. And the profit margin, again, we're looking at about 1,112.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's giving you a nice round £3,000 worth of passive income every single month.
Exactly.
My goodness, that's amazing. And so it's quite nice that they're quite close to each other as well as properties. So guys, go ahead and take a look at our Doncaster properties.
So yeah, this is the kitchen. There's got quite a nice space. There's a fridge here, and there's a fridge in quite a few rooms as well as the Wakefield one.
Okay, amazing. So you've got 3 properties, 2 in Doncaster. We're gone to view 2 in Doncaster, and obviously we did Wakefield earlier on. How much does this one cash flow you as well?
This one will be about 1,1 to 1,2.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Well, let's talk about.
Yeah. So here's the garden space.
Okay.
Nice. It's some nice outdoor space for them. If, there's smokers, Doncaster is a smoking area.
Honestly, I'm just so freaking proud of you.
Yeah.
You came onto the program, you had absolutely no idea what you were doing. And you've literally closed yourself 3 HMOs in 3 months that all make you basically £1,000 a month. You're totally financially free, man.
Yeah.
And I love that for you. So, just for the viewers, look, anything is possible. Anything is possible. This lady came to this academy. She knew nothing about properties, and she knew nothing about even obtaining a rent-to-rent. And she's gone and she's made it happen. So if somebody like Bisi can do it, you could. How old are you, Bisi?
24.
24. 24. 24. There's no excuse. And she started when she was 23. So honestly, I'm super proud of you. It's got a beautiful space outside. You're cash flowing. You're making a profit. I mean, honestly, you're really someone that people should be looking up to right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let me show you upstairs.
Let's go.
So we've got this room over here for you.
Sure. Oh. Nice, intimate. How much is this room going for?
This one will be going for 450.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so
nice space, got everything they need to move in straight away.
So just for the purposes of the viewers, where do you need to put your money in a HMO? I mean, just to explain what a HMO is. A HMO is where you take a house and you sublet the rooms individually, and sometimes you can even change the living room and make them into rooms by putting a bed in it and also subletting them. So when you're thinking HMO, when you're obtaining these properties, where are you thinking to put your money to make sure you can increase your revenue?
The rooms.
Yeah.
Ensure that absolutely we get as many rooms as possible, and the bigger space, the more money you can make.
Sure. And do you spend a lot of money in the rooms? Like,
No.
what's the demographic of clients in Doncaster? Do they require, 4-poster beds or
No.
high headboard beds and ensuite bathrooms there? Well,
Definitely not. In Doncaster, I think just generally with HMOs, you work depending on the area.
Sure.
Now, if it's London and you're getting the 1001s, 12s, then you could put money into make sure the rooms are amazing. But here, it just needs to be bog standard. They've got a nice room, good space, great area, and that's all they need.
Comfortable. And typically, how long do people stay in these rooms for?
6 months minimum, but usually years. A few of our tenants have even been there for 2 years. So.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, listen, I love the room. I love the size. I think it's great. Is this one of your more like bigger rooms in the house? Or
They're one of the smaller rooms.
these are one of the smallest rooms in the house. Yeah. In London, this would be considered as a large double.
Amen to that. So with the Doncaster one, I originally had one which was a 5-bed from the landlord, and then someone was vacating from, another agent was vacating from their second property, and that is how, through communication and a good relationship with the landlord, he offered me the 6-bed, and he is a landlord that owns multiple units, and that's another good trick. It's not necessarily about how many people you know, you just need to know a few good, great people, and they will give you access to multiple homes. And that was the situation with this landlord specifically in Doncaster.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching today. If you want to hear and see more things about property, all things property, go ahead and like, click, and subscribe to this channel. And guess what? If you want to come down to our £1 masterclass and learn firsthand how to become wealthy in property, join us at the Wealth Creators. Click the link before and join us today. Take care.